rescue. A 3-mile LifeForce trip leaves the family with a huge medical bill.
The East Ridge Fire Department says they called for an ambulance after a crash on I-24 this weekend, but the private company that was on call did not have one to send.
That's right. Stephanie Sanastasi spoke to the woman who took the very, very expensive trip to Erlanger. Stephanie.
This is all that's left of Abigail Rogers' white car.
I could have died.
Saturday, she crashed into a median on I-24 after a tire came flying at her.
I had two choices, either try to swerve and hurt someone else and me, or just let it happen.
She couldn't move and couldn't leave her car.
I was completely closed in with glass and car parts, and the steering wheel was in my legs.
When she opened her eyes, she saw a man who said he was going to call 911.
It looks like their windshield crashed in on their head.
Minutes later, firefighters arrived and started using the jaws of life to get her out. Then Abigail heard talking. She doesn't know who specifically started asking questions.
I did hear about 3 or 4 times, where is an ambulance? Why is an ambulance not here yet?
We learned from East Ridge Fire Chief Mike Williams that the city rotates through 4 private ambulance services. Angel EMS was on call Saturday. Williams says it was Angel's responsibility to find another company to respond to the crash.
And we talked to Angel. They have no ambulances. They said they've called all of our partner agencies. Nobody has an ambulance that can respond.
So instead,
It's going to be LifeForce for this location.
days later, the price of the ride is now setting in.
I saw where it costs on the upwards of $25,000.
And that puts a lot of stress on Abigail, a college student, and her family.
I thank God that he saved my life, but there's someone else that may not have been as fortunate. What if they had needed LifeForce at that time? Because I could have just as easily gone in an ambulance.
According to the National Association of Insurance Commissioners, an average air ambulance flight, like in this LifeForce helicopter, costs between $12,000 and $25,000. Now, Roger, she's still waiting for her bill, but hopes her parents' insurance can pick up part of that. Josh.
Stephanie, thank you. Chief Williams says in this situation, he reported what happened to state EMS. He says they will not take action right now, but if it happens again, Angel will be removed from the rotation. He tells us even though they asked for an ambulance first, they would have called LifeForce anyway because it took so long to get Rogers out of the